black Corvette, and this one's who passed you. Why do you gotta drive like that?
What are you talking about?
Don't say, what are you talking about? You passing cars left and right.
I passed in the passing zone.
You passed that law enforcement officer right there at over 100 miles an hour. How many cars did you pass another 20 miles up the road?
I passed in passing zone.
You sit here and film me?
I don't. I just film. No, I always film the police.
Won't you freaking grow up quit driving like an idiot?
Here's an Arkansas state trooper telling a driver to stop driving like, his words, an idiot.
Guys, there's other people on the road out here that has to drive safe too.
I didn't do anything. I passed in a passing zone.
Okay.
I passed in a passing zone. And I would love to see who got me.
55 miles an hour?
What's that?
Did you do it
I
at
was doing the speed limit.
Oh, so you did it at 55 miles an hour. You passed this law enforcement officer at 55 miles an hour.
I didn't see a law enforcement officer back there. Did he get me on radar or what did he get me on?
You just passed that law enforcement officer at over 55 miles an hour right now.
Okay, well, does he have it on radar or how does he know?
Radar?
I would think so.
No, you don't need a radar when you pass law enforcement.
Okay, well, understandable. I don't know why you're getting all crappy with me. I haven't done anything except I have a camera out.
Because I have to deal with people like y'all driving like idiots.
Okay.
Don't drive like an idiot and nobody calls in. When people call in for the last 30 miles on how y'all are driving, that brings attention to yourself.
I understand. I was at the back, and then when we had a passing zone, I went up. So I definitely do that.
But you don't need radar. It seems like you would.
If I'm guesstimating your speed and I have not clocked your speed accurately, I could be violating your rights. Why? Because if you really were not driving at 100 miles per hour and I thought that you were and I arrest you for that, although you were probably only driving 80 miles per hour, I have now just violated your Fourth Amendment right. So yes, Mr. State Trooper, you do need radar.
Take it from former Sheriff Abaya Israel of We the People University.
Let's just say you wasn't doing anything 20 or 30 miles ago. I don't have a problem with that. But let's just say this law enforcement officer just called me, and you and the Corvette passed him like he was sitting still at over 100 miles an hour.
Well, was he sitting still?
Like he was sitting still.
Well, I didn't see a police officer. We didn't
Did you
pass
see
him.
that pickup truck? You probably don't notice a pickup truck as a law enforcement. Okay.
Steve, please. Pleasure to meet you.
Have a seat in the car.
Yeah, we're not trying to cause any trouble.
This is where it takes a murky turn because of what the officer said in this exchange.
You notice I asked him, did you have us on radar, or how do you know how fast we were going? And he said, you passed him like 100 miles an hour like he was standing still. And I said, well, was he standing still?
So they have no proof, just a guesstimate of how fast this man went in his car.
Just have fun somewhere else, but not out here.
We will.
Everybody's gonna call in, man.
I understand. I appreciate you.
Chill out a little bit, okay?
I appreciate you, man.
You got everything right there?
I think so, I do.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Be careful.
Can I shake your hand?
You know where you're headed?
We do. We're heading to Mena. We're meeting up with some guys out of Texas, and
You wanna go to the Mena Airport?
these are all. I don't know where we're going to Mena, but these are all guys that love the police, and obviously, if we get out of hand, that's why you guys are here to make sure that we settle down. So
keep the road safe.
yeah, we appreciate you.
Multiple calls.
Just a note, he said he loves the police and pats them on the shoulder, so take that as you wish.
Exactly. No ticket because there was no proof. So therefore, a warning had to be issued. Always make sure you know your rights whenever you encounter the police. Make sure you know what to do, what questions to ask, how to carry yourself. Because if you don't know your rights will be violated.
So let's go over this. California, like many states, use radar devices, which sends out a signal that bounces off your vehicle and returns to the radar device, providing the speed of your vehicle. Noteworthy, the use of radar guns has been challenged because the radar signal bounces off multiple cars on the road. However, the use of radar guns are still the most common way that officers issue California speeding tickets. Another method is called pacing. Law enforcement officers, LEOs, use this to determine your speed by following you for a certain distance. However, when an LEO paces you and determines that you were speeding, just stating that you were going too fast for conditions may not be enough. They must explain how your speed put others' lives or property in danger or that it was unreasonable. In the case of People versus Bajat, the court determined that substantial evidence from which a fact finder could conclude either that they drove at a speed that endangered people or property or that they drove at a speed that was unreasonable for the driving conditions. If you were driving less than the posted speed limit, your speeding ticket was based on the LEO's judgment that it was too fast for road conditions. Therefore, you or your traffic